Hello students, hope you all are fine and safe. Till our last class we have discussed that every part of the plant is equally important and what are the functions of their parts like roots and flowers. Students, these plants play very important role in our life. So we will discuss some more points about these plants in the chapter number 9, who do plants and trees belong to. Before starting the chapter, let us go through the hard words. Forest reserve, it is the protected area of land for plants, animals, etc. Right, where that means the area that is always protected to keep these trees and even the animals that live there safe. Sanctuary, it is the area where birds and different animals are always protected and taken care. Endangered, endangered means when any particular plant or animal is near to their extinction, near to their disappearance. So that is called endangered. Sap, it is the liquid that is passed to different parts of the plant, right? Or that carries the food to different parts of the plant. Deciduous, it is the plant that loses its leaves once in a year. Ayurvedic medicine, it is the traditional Hindu medicine that treats illness, right, using a combination of food, herbs and a particular type of exercise, right. So we know Ayurveda, we have here in Jamnagar the topmost Ayurvedic college. That means they treat the different diseases, different illness of the people in a traditional way by using some herbs, some different types of food items and even doing some exercise. Ornamental, that means when something is used for decorative purpose other than their practical use, right. Then conserve, conserve means to use the any particular thing in a minimum way so that it won't get exhausted and in future also we can get them. So that is conserve, right. So beta, we know we can see different types of plants and trees around us. We can see them in our gardens, we can see them in the parks, we can see them in our neighborhood and even in the roadside. We can see the different plants and trees. Now, these plants and trees, they are of different size, different shapes, their leaves look different, their flowers look different, their fruits look different, right. Even the color of the leaves are also different. So, they are different from each other in each and every respect, in each and every part. Now, the question comes is, whatever the trees and plants we see around us, who do these trees and plants belong to? Right. Now, we know these plants and trees, they are very useful for us. We get food in the form of fruits, vegetables, pulses, cereals and from them. Then they purify the air, they keep the air clean, then they give us shade and provide shelter. It is the home for many animals and many birds also, right. So we know we get so many things from these plants and trees. But to whom these plants and trees they belong to? They belong to us. These plants and trees, they are for us, they are serving us, so they belong to us. They are very important part of our environment, of our nature, right. We cannot imagine the nature without these plants and trees. We cannot imagine the environment without these plants and trees. If you see the plants around us, they are divided into different categories based on their size. Now we know there are some trees, then we have shrubs, then we have herbs and then we have climbers, creepers and like that there are different classifications of the different plants that we see around us, right. So that is according to their shape and size. Then the plants can be also divided into domestic plants and wild plants. That means according to their use they are called wild or domestic plants. and to whom they belong to. That means if they are in our garden, they are called domestic plants. If they are on the way, on the roads, so they are wild plants, right? So like that there are some categories to whom these plants belong to, right? Now if we talk about any particular people who are responsible for these plants and trees, then in towns and cities, the trees that grow along the roadsides, they belong to the municipal corporation, right? So these are the government bodies, that means they are the government people, or this organization belongs to the government, that is municipal corporation, or also called municipalities. That means the government only ensures the safety of these plants, they give them timely water, they cut these plants in a proper way so that they can grow into a healthy plant, right? And how they take care, they build fences around these plants, okay, and they make some metal cages so that the cattle won't feed on these plants when they put the small plants, baby plants, also called saplings, so they give all the protection so that they won't get eaten by the different animals, different domestic animals or different cattle, right? So and many times the stray animals may destroy them. So to protect these saplings, now it is the responsibility of these municipal people to take care of these plants, and after that also they give them water timely so that the plant won't get dried. So full responsibility is taken by the municipal people, that means from the government, right? And through the tankers they provide water to these plants, right? Then the plants that grow in the public parks and all, they are also taken care by the municipal people, that means by the government. And neighborhood parks, that means if you see some parks in the residential areas, then these plants are taken care by the society. That means it is the Residents Welfare Association, that is RWAs, okay, that means residential welfare associations, that means it is the society who is responsible to take care of the plants in their neighborhood garden, that means in their society. So it is the responsibility of the people who are living in that society, right beta? Then some forests are protected by the forest department, and they are called protected areas or forest reserves, okay. So the plants that grow there, that big trees that grow in the forest areas, it is they are also government organization only, but it is the forest department. There is a very special department called forest department who takes care of the plants that grow in these areas, right? Then the forest department, they always take care that these plants are not harmed. That means illegal cutting is banned, so no one should be allowed to cut these plants. So and these plants should not get harmed by anyone, by any external people. So all these cares will be taken care by the forest department, right? And we know we should not cut the trees, and cutting the trees is a punishable act. That means if we are found cutting the trees illegally, then we should be ready for the punishment also. And in sanctuaries and reserves, that means forest reserves, trees are numbered. They put numbers by the government officials to control illegal cutting of plants. So it's very important. They put numbering on the plants, on the trees that are in their area, so that if any particular tree is cut down, they can easily judge that, they can easily sense that, right? And if you see the trees that grow in those areas, they are very rare and endangered. That means they are not that much common. Rare means that is not that much popular, not that much common, and of very great use, of very great importance, and they are endangered. That means very near to their extinction. They can extend from the world very soon. That means they are very few in number. So for that, these forest department people, they take full responsibility and they take care of these grown up trees. They provide them all the protection and they always try to save these plants from the illegal cutting, and they, for that they kept one law also, so that is punishable. Illegal cutting of the plants is punishable, and each and every moment they take care of their plants, right beta? Then there are some plants that are very much common in our neighborhood, right? We will discuss about those plants in our next class. Hope you have understood this part. Bye, take care, read the chapter properly. Have a nice day.